Welcome to my African Dream Show, where we'll be discussing about important issues concerning education, cultural, and societal issues. Well, this show is created, executed by Once Upon a Time in the Gambia team. You are watching Jamano Media House, and I have three participants that will be speaking concerning the show, and I'll be introducing them to you. But before that, my name is Mike Williams, and I'll be right back. Don't touch the dial. Welcome back. Like I said, you're watching my African Dream Show, where we talk about educational, cultural, and societal issues in Africa and in the diaspora. I have three participants from three schools, and we have it from SOS, we have it from Star Preparatory, and we have it from Greater Banjo. So you'll be meeting the wonderful speakers, one after the other. To my extreme left, introduce yourself to our viewers.
My name is Aisha Haidara, a student from SOS 109 of the basic school.
Okay, and the next speaker.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariam Fohana from Star Preparatory School.
And
Hello viewers, my name is Mariam C. Jallo, student of Greater Banjo Senior Secondary School.
okay, thank you for your introduction. Today's topic is FGM, which simply means female genital mutilation. It's a very big issue globally as we speak. So I will start with Greater Banjo. I want to ask this question because the viewers out there, they want to actually understand what FGM means. So what is the meaning of FGM?
Okay. FGM, like the word FGM,
Okay.
simply mean female genital mutilation. FGM is the removal of the female external part.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
let me just stop there.
Okay. FGM is the removal of female genital part, isn't it? Okay. Any other person that really want to tell us what FGM means?
Yeah, that's true. Like how she just said it. Like, FGM is the removal or the total or partial removal of the female external part for cultures or non-medical reasons.
Wow, I just learned something from there. That FGM is the partial or total removal of female genital parts for social or non-cultural reasons. And to the SOS students, can you tell us what FGM means?
FGM means the removal of the female external part for cultural reasons.
Okay, for cultural reasons. So now we actually understand what FGM means right now. So my next question here is, at what age is FGM performed?
FGM is performed from the age 0 to 15 years.
Like seriously,
Yeah.
I'm learning. 0 to 15 years.
Yes.
That's quite interesting. Okay, any other person in the house?
Yeah, according to cultures,
Okay.
so some of them start FGM mostly after birth
Wow,
or during your first pregnancy.
this is really getting interesting. After birth and during the first pregnancy. Okay, Kuta Banjo?
Okay. In some places, FGM is performed after birth, after giving birth,
Okay.
rather.
Okay.
In the day of your marriage.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Wow, wow. Viewers at home, we just learned that again, that FGM can actually be performed during childhood, days after birth, at the time of marriage, even during first pregnancy and after the birth of first child. And we learn about this very well. So we have other questions in line here, which I will want start preparatory to come in on that. Who performs FGM? Who performs FGM?
Yeah, mostly is the mostly is the elderly people or the herbalists.
Okay,
They have been doing that since.
the herbalists and the elderly people. Okay, and okay, to my right hand side.
And it can be performed like the female barbers, the male barbers rather, and the female relatives.
I can't believe this. You mean the barbers that help us with our haircuts?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. This is mind blowing. So the male barbers too can actually perform FGM. Wow, quite interesting. Yes, to my extreme right left.
Yeah, and the native doctors too.
Native doctors.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. That's interesting. So that simply means the elderly people, the herbalists, male barbers, female relatives, and some other medical doctors too. Do you know they do that too?
Yeah.
Yes, they also perform. Even the medical doctors, they perform it also. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the next question here. My list. What are the consequences for childbirth? What are the consequences for childbirth?
Okay, the consequences for childbirth rather. Cesarean.
Okay.
Cesarean
Section, okay.
section, yes. It can cause operation because others are there. Through this FGM, the way they do it, they cannot able to give back to themselves unless they operate them. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay. To the my left hand
Well,
side there.
it can cause death to the child.
Wow.
Or
Okay.
the mother.
Death to the child or the mother. And now back to my extreme
Yeah,
left.
like she said, it leads to death when the mother is given birth. You know, she faces labor consequences, and she can also lose her life.
You see, we just learned more about that one, that it can lead to cesarean section, which has to do with operation during childbirth. Normally, you're supposed to just give birth to a child normally, but when you go through FGM, that simply means that you will be able to, like, you know, have this child labor problem, isn't it? And then prolonged labor, like you said, and then childbirth and mother's death. And this is really getting interesting. And I have another question on my list here, which is, what are the psychological effects of FGM? How does it affect our mental health of those victims, those who go through it? How does it affect the mental health of those who go through FGM? I'll start with Greater Banjo. You have something to tell us?
FGM affect sexual dysfunction,
Okay.
which lead to divorce and marital problems.
Okay. Can you expatiate on that? Can you expatiate? I want to
Okay.
understand what that
Through
means.
this FGM, it can cause divorce and marital problems.
Okay.
Because other men are there, they don't have understanding. Like
Okay.
my wife went to perform this FGM,
Okay.
and it's bringing a lot of problem to
Okay.
her.
Okay.
Let me just understand. But no, they can't do that. And this FGM have to be stopped now.
Okay.
It's not helping.
Okay. I think what Greater Banjo is trying to explain there is, when you talk about dysfunction, which leads to divorce and marital conflict, you discover that the moment this people go through FGM, they are not sexually active, which will affect the husband. You understand? So the husband will go like, oh, you're not sexually active, I think I should marry someone else, and things like that. Before you know it, it brings divorce in the family. Isn't that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And is there any other contribution from my other side of it?
Yeah, and also affects the health of the woman. For example, it causes diseases like HIV.
Okay, okay. Yes, we are still going to go on that. We are still going to go on that. Well, she just said that it causes disease like HIV. And any other contribution again? Another contribution from the psychological effects?
This stops the behavior of a child. Like it adds depression to you, and you might feel guilty or jealous with your friends who are not the victim of it.
See, that is a very important point also. Any child that goes through FGM definitely will have this depression and anxiety, isn't it? You know, he or she will feel, she will feel left out, isn't it? From the society, like being isolated. Good. Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is, which of the NGOs or which NGOs you know that really fight against FGM? And you can mention two of it.
FIOH,
What? Future in our hands, okay?
Yes,
WHO, okay?
Okay.
World Health Organization. That's beautiful. Those two NGOs fight a lot against FGM, isn't it? To the
Okay, and the others are network against gender-based violence and the victim center.
Wow, I learned about those people. I learned about them. Wow.
They fight against gender-based, how to call it, FGM,
Okay, and any other contribution also?
Yeah, on UNICEF.
UNICEF, okay.
UNICEF, sorry.
Okay.
United Nations Children
Found
Foundation.
good.
And
Okay.
many more. They fight a lot about it.
Okay, well, we also at home, we've learned more about those who fight against FGM. We talk about WHO, we talk about UNICEF, we talk about UNFPA, we talk about FIOH, we talk about NGBV, and many more. Your contributions are really very interesting to me. Very, very interesting, because I'm actually getting to learn a lot about this. I wish when I was like you people, I got to learn things like this. No, I didn't really get to learn things like this, to be sincere with you. Wow, I love your contributions. I love your contributions. Now, the next question here is, should the practice of FGM be condemned, though it is a part of our culture and tradition? You know, FGM is a part of culture and tradition. You understand? It is a part of culture and tradition. Now the question here is, should it be condemned? Should we condemn it, or we should just allow it to be? Since it's a part of culture, since it's a part of tradition. So what do you think?
It should be condemned.
It should be condemned, okay?
Yes. Culture and traditional should not be used to violence on humans.
That's a very good point. Just because we have culture, just because we have tradition, we should not use it against humans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Any other contribution?
Yeah, and also, like she said, we should not, like, it's violence using against women. Like, we feel like our rights is taken away from us when this FGM is done.
Okay. Any other contribution also?
Yes, mostly this FGM is not in the book, the religion book.
Okay.
Either the Quran or the Bible. We don't have it on there.
Okay.
But though people still perform it, and they have to stop it because it doesn't affect the culture. We can still go on with our culture.
Okay, okay. Wow, that is a very interesting contribution also. She just said that practicing FGM is not supposed to be used as a cultural whatever. You understand? When you stop it, it doesn't affect the beauty of our culture, isn't it? Culture still goes on. They don't use culture as a form of violence against humanity. Isn't that?
Yes.
Good.
And it can also be changed because it's not everything record.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So culture, you see, we can actually reform it to make it better for the whole society. Okay, viewers at home, you would believe that we have actually dealt interestingly about this topic, FGM, and you've listened to my speakers from Greater Banjo, from SOS, and from Star Preparatory. For now, we will just want to go for a little break, and then we will definitely be right back. Just don't touch that down. sterilized.
Yes,
Okay.
until the instrument they use to perform this Fgm. Can the instrument they use can transmit HIV.
Whoa. Well, that was a very beautiful contribution out there. You see, she said using unsterilized equipment, instrument can transmit. Even this is not even. Let's just put Fgm aside. Do you know that some people get infected with HIV just going to the barbing shop, sharing a clippers? It happens that way. So let's talk about putting it back into this issue right now of this people, these unprofessional people that practice this thing. They get to use different instruments or one instrument for a lot of people, and they are not sterilized. This can actually transmit HIV. And does anybody want to have any contribution?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the instrument, like you said, the instruments they use for this process, like these broken glasses and scissors that they use for one person to another, can cause HIV as well.
Okay, well, I was just going to be going back to that question, like what instruments can be used. We're still going to go on that right now, but we're still talking about can Fgm cause HIV, and we got that right that yes, it definitely can cause HIV. And then can you tell us which countries in the world practice Fgm?
Gambia.
Gambia, okay.
Yeah. And Guinea-Conakry.
Guinea-Conakry, okay.
Mali and some other countries.
Well, yes, want to contribute?
Yes, well, we have many countries that practice this Fgm. In this world, we have about 92 countries that practice it. And in Africa alone, it's like 33 countries that practice it. So one of the countries, maybe we have Zambia, and as you just said it, Gambia has it.
Okay.
Mali, let's say Senegal also.
Okay.
Okay, and other countries are South America, Colombia, and Panama. Yeah.
Wow. Viewers at home, you see, I am really so surprised that I heard something like South America, Australia. Man, this are civilized nation. They are still practicing things like this. Well, it is good that we have this discussion today, that we understand and know more about Fgm. And the next question on the ground here is, what instruments are used in performing Fgm? What instrument do you think are used in performing Fgm?
Well, they use many instruments.
Okay.
And also, they have special knives.
Special knives, okay.
That they use for performing this.
Well, okay, special
They
knives.
also use scissors,
Scissors?
and razor blades, and some like broken glasses.
Scissors, razor blades, and broken glasses. And do you have any other one to contribute? Okay, well, I guess they have actually said virtually all the instruments used. That they use special knives, they use scissors, razor blade, and the broken glasses. Beautiful. And the next question I'm having on my list here is a very sensitive question, and I want you people to be able to be truthful and let others learn if this is true or not. The question is, are you a victim of Fgm, or do you know any victim in their stories?
Yeah, for some, a victim of Fgm. But by that time, I didn't know it because I was young. By the time I was aware, how to call it, I was doing this Fgm.
Okay, when they performed it,
But,
okay?
The time I know it now, I feel very desperate and anxiousness.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, you feel so discouraged, you feel anxiety, you feel isolated, you feel like, wow.
Even I feel sad to chat with my friends, like my friends who did not perform this Fgm. I feel very sad to talk to them about this Fgm. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, does anybody also have the same thing, like you're a victim of it, or you know somebody who actually went through this barbaric act?
Yeah, well, I'm not a victim, but I have friends who are a victim of it.
Okay, what victims?
Some told me their stories, but some are shy and
Okay.
don't tell me any of it. But it's not bad because they feel desperate and also feel very sad about it. Yeah, because it's their health and disturbs them sometimes.
Wow.
And they won't be able to tell their parents because It was their parents that did that.
Them. So that means that they would not be able to forgive their parents. Imagine,
So much.
imagine you growing up and you don't forgive your parents because of what they did that can never be stopped. Isn't that interesting? Okay, yes.
Yes, I'm not a victim of FGM, but I know some people, my close friends, yeah, that went through the process. And I just feel like they're not like interacting with those people that are not the victims of it. They feel emotional, and sometimes they just feel like their right is taken away from them.
Oh. Well, they feel so isolated, they feel left out, they feel used, they feel that, oh wow, their right has been taken from them. Wow, that was a very interesting contribution that you must believe me. Sometimes I just look at it, I say, I try to envision how these victims, how they feel, because they were so young when this thing happened to them. And if they could turn back the hands of time, trust me, they would never ever allow that. Because I know most of them who are grown up who would definitely say, hi, if I knew this, mom, I will kill my mom. I will kill my dad. This will not happen, and things like that. Wow. That is a very interesting contribution there. And then we have another question here. I guess my speakers, you're ready, isn't it? Because the viewers are also ready to learn. Here we learn. It is all about education. It's all about the culture. It's all about the style. It's all about the social aspect of it. We talk about interesting topics here. And the next question is, why is FGM performed? Why do you think people perform FGM?
FGM is performed like hygiene reasons. Because people have the belief that without FGM, female genital part is dirty and ugly.
Like seriously?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? They believe that without FGM, the female genitalia is ugly and not presentable. Okay, any other one here?
Yeah, and they also believe that if FGM is not performed, the women will be running after men all around them.
That is another contribution. I remember one, we call it, is it a taboo, or we call it, I don't know how to put it, in the Gambia here that says, I think they said, men who eat too much salt. Too much, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now they believe that those who don't go through FGM will run after men. But do you people believe that?
No.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I personally don't believe that. So they should also stop believing that by letting these innocent souls go through this barbaric act. Okay, any other contribution?
Yeah, and in some cultures, it's because of the inheritance.
Can you believe this?
Yeah, you can inherit your maybe your father or your grandfather's property without going through FGM.
I can't believe this. If that is the case, I think they should take their promise. Isn't it? How would you say? So I have to inherit something. Just for me to inherit something, I have to go through this barbaric path. This is eye-opening. This is eye-opening. Any other contribution up there? Any other contribution?
Yeah, this religion's reasons.
Okay, religion reasons. Okay.
Though it's not a proverb by any religion's book.
Okay.
But some endorse it. Yeah. Many people endorse it.
That simply means that it is not in the Quran, it is not in the Bible, but they are still practicing it.
Yeah.
I guess our leaders in the church, our leaders in the mosque, they are listening to us and they are going to really act on this too. So because if this thing is not in our holy books, how come people are practicing it in the name of religion? Okay. That was really beautiful. And then the next question we are having here is, which countries ban FGM by law? Can you give us some countries you think or you know that ban FGM by law? Yes?
84 countries in the world.
84 countries in the world.
Yes, ban FGM. In Africa you have Niger, Nigeria, Zambia,
Wow.
and Australia. Many countries.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
if 84 countries in the world can ban FGM, that simply means that we're going to win this war very soon. Because 84 countries is a lot of it. So we believe that we are still going to go more apart from the 84 countries in the world, isn't it? Any other countries,
Yeah,
you know?
and UK, United Kingdom.
UK, wow, they also banned it also. Is there any other one again?
Yes, many countries ban it in the world.
Okay.
Like for Gambia, I don't know if they banned it, but I can see people secretly do it. They hide it when they are doing it because they don't want the government to be
Aware of it.
So maybe they banned it.
Wow.
And many more, like maybe America.
Okay, I guess the government of the Gambia is actually, or they're actually watching this right now, because the speakers are saying they do not know if it is banned by law or not. And she said that many people actually get to practice it. So I think this should be heard in public that Fgm in the Gambia is banned, so that anybody that tries to do it in any way would definitely be prosecuted by law. Isn't it? So please, the government of the Gambia, take note of this, and I believe you're going to do something right for the society. And we move on to the next question, which is a very sensitive one here also, which is why should Fgm be stopped? Why do you think Fgm should be stopped?
Okay, Fgm should be stopped because like HIV, due to this instrument they use.
They use on sterilized ones.
Yes, others use the same instrument to 2 or more people.
Imagine.
Where it's not civilized. They use one instrument for 2 or more people.
See, she just said it should be stopped because of the spread of disease, especially HIV, which is a very deadly disease that has no cure for now. Though we actually heard that it has a cure, but that is not really confirmed, and that doesn't stop the fact that it should not be encouraged. And any other reason why they should be banned?
Because I don't see any reasonable advantage of this Fgm.
Wow.
Yeah, because it kills other people. Yeah.
There's no reasonable advantage for Fgm. So why are we practicing it? It's just like you eating rice and then maybe, okay, let me use this example because I would have this scientifically, they said eating pepper, there's no benefit of eating pepper. I don't know if pepper is carbohydrate or protein or I don't know, but the whole world used to eat. So if something is not reasonable, if it doesn't have a good advantage, why then are we practicing it? I just wonder most times, why are we practicing it? It doesn't have advantage, so I think we should just scrap it off to make humanity a better race. Then any other contribution? Any other contribution?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Well, some people might not use the same instrument.
Okay.
They might change it. But though it harms.
Okay.
Even though it harms, like during delivery.
Okay.
Or maybe it disturbs a lot.
But my speaker just said something again. Even though they don't use the same instrument, it still disturbs. So I think it has to do with the instrument, it has to do with the psychological part of it, it has to do with virtually everything. So everything discourages the practice of female genital mutilation. And the next one is, do you think that this battle can be won?
Yeah, the battle can be won if we all come together and fight against it.
Wow.
Through this television, talking with victims that are affected in it, telling them the harms in it also. Yeah.
Now she said emphatically, 100% sure that the battle can be won. She said through sensitization, going how to let the public or society know the negativity of practicing these acts, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she believed that the acts or this battle can be won. Yes, do you believe that the battle can be won?
Yes, because mainly it was practiced by the elderly people before, who were not that educated to know the consequences of it. So now that most of all are educated and know the consequences,
Okay.
I think we should all try to speak in one voice and stop it, to stop harming each other because of FGM.
Okay, my speaker just said that she believes so much that the battle can be won. And I think where 2 or more actually believe in something, I think that is really possible. And as the host, I believe strongly that the battle against FGM can be won, and definitely will be won. As That's what I believe in. And we move on to the next question, which is a little bit of, it is part of the FGM, but we're still educational part of it. I want to ask you, which of the book have you read that speaks against the practice of FGM? Which of them?
Once Upon a Time in Gambia, written by my friend.
Okay, Once Upon a Time in the Gambia, beautiful. Which area did you actually, which area pinpoint to the fact that FGM should not be practiced? Fatu, okay.
Yes, when she had HIV and died.
Okay. Any other more explanation about that?
Yes, it's the book and it was written by Mike Williams.
Okay.
So the part of it is during the property
Okay.
of their school. So they all came together and start talking about what they have, the feelings they have.
Okay.
So Fatu now said she went through FGM and she's also, she got HIV by the
HIV,
and
okay.
at the end of the day she was dead.
Oh, that's pathetic. Okay, Fatu actually went through FGM and then she got infected with HIV, and at the end of the day she died through the infection. That's pathetic. Viewers at home, you will believe with me that we have done justice to this important topic in this segment. Don't forget that we have 2 segments, and we are done with the first segment, which has to do with FGM. We have really talked about virtually all the questions that have been disturbing the whole society about it, and we've given the answers to it. And before we move on to the next segments, we would love to go on a little break, and when we right back, you are really going to be enjoying the next segment, I promise you. My name still remains Mike Williams. Welcome back to my African Dream Show. You're watching Jamano Media House, and our first segment covered a lot about FGM, and like the saying do go, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So this segment is all about games. Just have a little games for our participants, and I believe they are ready because we have nice prizes for them, and I pray they don't really win so that I can take back the prizes. Yeah, I wish. So are you all ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you really ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now listen to this. It's just a brain teaser. The question is, a farmer need to take a lion, a chicken, and a sack of grain across a river. The only way across is in a small boat, which can only hold the farmer and one of the 3 items. How does the farmer get everything across the river? Should I say it again?
Yes.
I know you people are very intelligent, you are very smart, and that is why you are picked. You are all picked for this. Okay, let me start up again. A farmer, okay, needs to take 3 items across the river: a lion, a chicken, and a sack of grain. Okay, and the issue is this: the farmer must take only one of the item across the river one after the other. How is he supposed to do it? I know she wants to win. She wants to win the prize. Okay?
Well, you were asking that you should go with it one by one.
Yes. How is he supposed to do it?
Well,
If you were the farmer, you have 3 items. Okay? Lion, and then you have a chicken, and you have a sack of grains. That is like rice. Okay? And you're supposed to take these 3 things across the river, one by one. Don't forget that if you allow the lion to stay with the chicken, the lion will eat the chicken.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you allow the chicken to stay with the sack of grain, the chicken will do justice to it. Isn't it? Like Benashen. Isn't it? So how are you supposed to take this thing across the river?
Is it only one chicken or?
You must take only one item across the river.
Well, only one chicken?
Only one. Is only one chicken, yes?
Okay, I'll go with a grain of rice.
You do what?
Rice.
You go with the rice first?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'll take the chicken, and I'll take the lion after.
Okay, take it one after the other. You go with the rice first. And you leave the
lion behind. No, I'll go with the rice after. I'll take the...
Wait, take it easy. You go with the rice first, right?
Yes.
If you leave the lion and the chicken, before you come back, the lion is...
Okay. Well, I think in life we can't take everything with us. So, so I think what we have to do is that go with the lion.
Go with the lion? Okay, if you take the lion across, what happens to the chicken and the rice?
The chicken won't be able to...
The chicken is going to finish the rice.
Okay,
so how?
Yes.
I should take the, how to call it, the chicken first, because the lion cannot eat the grain.
Okay,
yeah.
talking right now. You
Yeah.
take the chicken first.
Yes.
Okay, to across the river. Because the lion
cannot eat the grain.
Okay.
Yes. And after then, I come for the grain.
You come for the grain, okay?
Yes.
They only eat animals.
After then, the last one.
No, wait. When you come for the grain, you take the grain
across the river
to meet the what?
Oh.
Somebody really
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Somebody wanna say I wanna give you the
I will take the grain of rice.
You take the grain of rice across the river.
Yes.
You leave the chicken with the lion. This is quite interesting.
Okay, let me try again. I will take the grain of rice.
You take the grain of rice
First.
and you leave the chicken with the lion.
Okay,
Oh my God.
Mr. William, let me try. I will take the grain first.
I'm
Grain.
listening to what she's saying.
Yes. I will take the grain first. After I cross the lion.
When you take the grain,
Yes.
how about the chicken and the lion?
Wait,
Yeah,
I think I can
I'm
answer.
talking about that. If I take the grain across
If you
the...
take the grain across the river,
Yes.
the lion and the chicken is here, and you know the lion would never eat it.
Hey, then we should go with you should go with all of them.
You
And
must pick
Okay.
only one. That is the
you must pick only one.
yes.
Then give up on the 2.
It's free.
Okay. I want to try.
I
want to try.
because
Yes.
because of our time. So just give it the last try so that we
I will take the
go to
chicken
this.
first.
You take the chicken first across the river.
Yeah,
And you leave the
Grain
lion
and the
with
grain.
the rice.
Yes.
Okay?
Now I will take the lion after.
You take lion to the chicken. And when you get there, the lion is going to
Give up.
Do you give up?
Yeah.
No, I will never give up. Okay.
Okay.
You take the grain of rice first.
Okay. When you take the grain of rice across the river, the lion will eat the chicken. Well, viewers at home, I believe you're going to be accept this, that this is not a little game. This is very close to the answer, but you're not in it. So this game was not meant for them to win. Trust me. But they really okay. Somebody want to try again?
Okay, so if you take the hen, the chicken, and leave the lion and the grain, you will take the chicken to his room. Then
this is not about room.
Yes, you will take it.
You are actually at the shore of a river, okay? At the shore, isn't it?
And then after, if you
have
cross,
the rice, you have your.
You take the grain first. After you
it can be. That's why. Doesn't make a limit.
The thing is, you have 3 items, and you must take one at a time, okay? Across. So if you take the grain, into the boat and you sail across. Before you come back, the hungry lion is going to eat the innocent chicken.
Is the lion hungry?
Definitely, and lions are always
Lions
hungry.
are
You cannot leave the
always
chicken with the lion.
So okay, you will cross with the chicken.
Okay.
And leave the lion with the grains. Then after you
Good, yes.
Okay, please.
You cross with the chicken, right? And you leave the lion with the grain because lion cannot eat grain, okay?
Yes. Then after you come for the
Okay, I guess the that is the stuff.
then you come for the chicken.
You
You come for the lion.
You come for the lion.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Then you take the lion to meet the chicken.
no.
Where will you drop the lion? Dump it inside the water? Okay, well, viewers at home, this is really very hard, but I believe that they have really tried in the sense, and I'm going to give them the answer because of our time. We still have one more, just the last one to go. The first thing people should please listen very well is take the chicken across the river. Okay, you know that when you take the chicken across the river, the lion cannot eat the grains. Okay, so when you get to the other side of the river, you come back with an empty boat. Do you understand? You come back with an empty boat because you have taken the chicken across. Okay, and when you come back with an empty boat, you go back with the grains. Do you understand? You go back with the grains, and when you get to the other part of the river, you bring back the chicken. You drop the grain and bring back the chicken because you know that chicken and lions are enemies, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you get back, also you take the lion across the river to go and eat the grain. Lion cannot eat rice, isn't it? Yes. Then after that one, you come back with an empty boat and then you take your chicken across the river finally.
Yay.
But Mr. Willie, I was close to the answer.
How are we supposed to know that we take
How are we
boats?
supposed to know?
Okay, now this is how you're supposed to know.
Okay.
You're supposed to use this as a mathematical thing, knowing fully well that chicken and lions are not friends. Chicken and grains are not friends. Okay? So what you need to do is make sure that you don't allow enemies to stay together. You understand what I'm saying? You don't allow the enemies to stay together. Try as much as possible to separate them. If you leave a chicken with a lion, the lion will eat the chicken. And if you leave a chicken with a grain, that's it. But leaving a grain with a lion, there's nothing that will happen. So it's just a kind of brain teaser, and you guys have really tried on that. Now, on the final part of it, I wish you people will win this because I don't want to take this gift back home. I wish you people would win this. It's simple. This one is very interesting right now. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Smile now, smile. Be happy. Be happy. Okay, you're just gonna say this in a very fast way, one after the other. Okay, say it in a very fast way, but I will make it slow. Spots, tops, pots, ups.
Say it again, please.
Spots, tops, pots, ups. Whoever can make it.
Spot up. Sorry.
Okay, take your time. This is the final game.
Come again, please.
Okay, spots, tops, ups, pots.
Ot.
Not hot. I said spots, S-P-O-T-S,
Sports.
tops, T-O-P-S, pots, P-O-T-S, and then ups, O-P-T-S.
Wrapped.
There's no wraps. I only say you should say what I said in a fast way.
You say spot.
Yes. Tops,
Okay.
Spot.
Well, let me say it. Can I say it?
pots, ups.
Can I say it?
Yes.
Spots, tops, and pops. Spots.
Well, good try, but it's
Spots, tops, ups.
Spots, tops, pots, ups.
Sports, tops, stops, sports.
Okay, you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, say it again.
Spots, tops, pots, ups.
I will say
Spot,
it.
top, spots up.
I can say it.
Spots, tops, pots, ups.
Can I say it? Can
Okay,
you say it?
spot, top, spots up.
No.
Mr. Michael, please. Spot, tops, pops, ups.
No.
Spot, tops, ups, pops. Spot, pop. Okay, spot, pops, ups, spots.
Mr. Mr. Can you please repeat again for the last time, please?
Okay. For the last time, right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you mic one after the other. You're gonna say this as fast as possible.
Sport stops.
Sports tops up. Oh, sorry. Sports tops spots up. The first one is spots. SPOTS. The second one is tops. TOPS. The next one is pots. POTS. And then the last one is ups. OPTS.
Okay, say it.
So make it as fast as possible. Sports tops spots up. See, I'm even fast.
Sport tops, spots up.
No, you're repeating it. It's sport tops up. Okay, sport tops spots up.
Sport tops, spots up.
No, you're repeating that spot. Sport tops spots up.
Spot up, pot up.
Pots.
Spot up, pot
Is it
up.
sport tops?
Sport top pots up.
Sport tops, spot up.
Spot stops, pops out. Spot stops, out. Spot. Okay, wait.
Okay, for the last time.
Stop, pot, stop, spots. Stop, stop.
Mr. William, for the last time. Okay, repeat it. Let me see whether I
Last
can.
time from this side, because of the time. I said sport tops pots up.
Sport tops, spot.
Take it slow, one after the other, before you make it fast.
Okay.
Okay. Sport tops pots up.
Sport tops, spot up.
Yes. Up.
Sport tops, spot up.
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 Yes. So make it fast now.
Okay. Sport tops, spots off.
No, you're repeating it.
I'm repeating it like
Not sport tops pots. Sport tops
spots
pots
up.
up. Yes.
Okay. Sport tops, spots up.
Yes. Up. Yes.
Sport tops, spot off.
You're repeating it. You missed that. Now you missed that. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yes, you. Sport tops pots up.
Stop, top, spot up.
No. Stop. Okay.
Okay, please, one chance.
Okay, the final chance to.
So like, I don't say
start
Mario, I'm
the
just
parade.
Okay, stop.
Okay. Sport top spots up.
Stop, top, spot up. Stop. Okay, stop, spot, stop, out, spot.
Okay, that is not it.
Can you
Okay.
please repeat it again?
Okay. Sport top spots up.
Sport top
Yes.
pot
Spots up.
pots up.
Yeah. Just say it fast.
Sport tops pots ups.
Sport top
Ups.
spots up.
Pots up, yes.
Make it fast.
Okay. Sport top pots ups.
Okay. Well.
Spot top. Okay, wait. Spot. Okay, I know it. Spot tops up.
Okay, Mr. Michael, pot stop up stops.
Spot tops. Okay, spot tops, spots up.
Okay. Well. Viewers at home, you would believe with me that it has been a very interesting episode on my African dream. Like this one here, the children, the participant, they actually tried. They tried to get it right. Yeah, they actually tried. But unfortunately, none of them is going home with a prize today. Well. Soon we'll be wrapping up this episode of My African Dreams. And before we do that, please, to those who are our viewers out there who are interested in sponsoring this a program, individuals, groups, organizations. If you really want to support us, you want to sponsor, you want to market your products on this particular program, you are free to actually contact Jamano Media House marketing team through the number that is scrolling right below the screen right now, and also through the social media handles that you are really seeing right below the screen right now. And don't forget that the program still remains My African Dream, created, planned, organized, and executed by Once Upon a Time in the Gambia team. And before I sign out, I would love to appreciate those behind the scene. You see, without those people, definitely there will be no us. And we're talking about the number one person here, Ibsen. He is a very good, intelligent man behind the camera I'm seeing there. And we have Saul.
the man with the lights. He's really, really, really good at what he does. And we have Usman, who is the leader of the team, and he's always smiling at us. And we have Sherifu, who is the producer, the coordinator. And then we have Janet Camara, the young lady behind the camera. We actually appreciate also Mr. Jaha of Jamano Media House. Without you, I don't think we will actually be here. And our speakers, I would love you to say a little few words like bye to our viewers out there before I sign out. Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, viewers, for watching us. And say no to FGM. It's very bad. It's not helping. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Well, thank you for watching, viewers, and please subscribe to this Jamano TV show, and hope we have more people who are interested in the show. And like she just said, say no to FGM. Thank you.
Thank you, viewers, for watching the second episode of The African Dream. Hope you will see me next time.
Wow. Viewers, you've heard from our speakers. My name still remains Mike Williams, and we just concluded the second episode of My African Dreams. See you round. God bless.